Look, there's a wild lily. Hey, cat. How you doing? Well, it's a good thing you decided to show up. Because, she's acknowledging the audience now, it seems. Because we're looking back at a fantasy film. In this case, yes, that's right. Say hi to your fans there, Lily. Say hi to your fans. In this case, the film Tanya's Island. What was it about? Well, it starred Denise Vanti Matthews, credited as D.D. Winters, as a young woman caught up in a love triangle with her aggressive boyfriend and a wild ape man on an imaginary tropical island. And the ape suit was created by Rick Baker. Oh my god. Lily, I love you. I love you very much. There you go, girl. But, I gotta say, yes, the whole idea of this film is basically a woman is trying to get away from her very, very aggressive boyfriend.
Happen.
You're going back to her, aren't you? What is she? I'm as good as she is. I help you paint.
Nobody wants to paint but me.
And so basically she tries to hide away from her problems, like going to dreamland or something like that. And I think that sounds a bit healthy. In that, yeah, yes, I'll be honest and say, when I was watching this, I kept on saying, I'm kind of excited for that movie, that new film, Help, from Sam Raimi. She was like, that was the thing that happened. In that, yes, once we get our, character are on the island and all that, and at first, say, Lobo, who's the boyfriend, when we get to, them both on the island, and they're just, saying, how do we get off here? How do we get off this island?
Wait!
And at first, it's saying, you, that, cliche in stories like this, say, where, suddenly, oh no, my darling, and all that, or, say, or suddenly they could say, that relationship goes too much for them. And so what ends up happening is the character of Tanya, she ends up running away on the island. And the production for this film, it's not too bad. And I gotta say, once we are actually introduced to the character of Blue, who's the ape man.
That's okay. Now that we're friends, I should give you a name. I know. I'll call you Blue.
It kind of reminds me a bit of, say, Beauty and the Beast, say, yes, Beauty, calm the savage beast. Just wondering when, maybe one day I'll be the Beauty for someone else. And when all the when we were first introduced to the character of Blue, and I'm just like say, hey, this suit, it ain't too bad. Like what they were able to do, for the film, it's not too bad. And I'll be honest and say, like, I thinking perhaps maybe there's some things I missed, because I did notice that, like, say, like, yes, I was able to watch the version that's on YouTube. At the same time, the like when I like see, I'm thinking that maybe there's versions of it that are a bit more, how to say.
How much did you miss me? Sometimes I wonder if you need me at all.
Why are you acting like this, Lobo? I love you. I need you.
You need me?
Steamy. I could be wrong about that. Because, like, say, like, you have Lobo going to say, like, where is that woman? Where is she? Because suddenly he becomes jealous of the ape man, and then he decides to create a cage to put him in. And things do get dark in that, Lobo starts to become dangerous around her. And it's a it becomes interesting, I'll say this. Like, say, um he makes a cage and all that, and at the same time, like, I thinking what makes it, like, say, okay, yeah, this is a dream, because how exactly does a horse get on the sound? How does a horse that Tanya just ever so often in this film is just like say, just like get, like, like riding on an island? How does a horse get on an island? Yes, fantasy. Like, if I'm, but at the same time, if I'm gonna look at this, like, in the real world context, how? And well, Lobo, he decides to attack Tanya. Like, he gets extremely jealous, and Blue, he does not like that one bit. No, sir, he does not. And the moment in which, like, say, Lobo is basically stuck in the cage, and he can say, "Let me out! Let me out!"
Tanya! Don't leave me!
I'm just like saying, "No, you stay in that. You stay there. You're a bad man. You're a very bad man." And but I mean, the acting's not that bad. It's not too bad. At the same time, the poster is hilarious, and it's like, her, like, on the in the water of the island, and then, like, say, the giant blues, like, or something like that. So yeah, this is kind of fun. It's silly. At least this, and the production of this film is pretty good. The production value of it is pretty good. Um, I'm actually gonna try and, like, sometime get, like, do a bit of a review for one battle after another, and I'm also gonna try to give a review on, like, other things, like, say, uh, you know, Mighty Supreme. Perhaps I'm gonna try and, like, get caught up when it comes to Oscar season. So I'll see you later.